do each and every day for each and every one of us in this room. Every Thursday I get to hear all the guys over here around me talk about how great the food is. And I get to hear all about how they want to come home to eat my mom's food every day. About how each different type of pasta is absolutely amazing. Next, I want to thank the coaches for taking hours out of their days to deal with a bunch of immature teenage boys playing football. Each day you guys work hard to coach us so that we can perform to our best ability on Friday nights. I want to take some time to talk about why it has been so great to be a part of this team. I was lucky to have role models growing up that most kids aren't able to. I've lived my football life based off what I've learned from all the people I've played under, played with, and seen on the field. Almost my entire life has been focused around football, at least for most of the time. Some of the earliest experiences I had in football were under Lee Weekly. When I was young, many of the years that I played were under the leadership of Lee, and he played a large role in building my understanding of football. He taught me that whether I win or lose by 50 points, we should always focus on doing my job and playing with good fundamentals and keep our team all work together and play as a single unit. The next person I want to talk about is someone who, when I think of Weebo football, this will always be one of the first guys I think of, and that's Devin Weekly. I played with Dev off and on since flag football. We used to be the linebacker dynamic duo. Since then, however, I've become a little bit less of a linebacker. However, Devin has always been one of the hardest working guys I've ever met. Now, Devin isn't the biggest guy, but he's always had the ability to hit you like he's as big as Brett Weddington. This fighting spirit that Dev has will always inspire me to play bigger than what I really am, and to always play with true grit. Another guy that comes to mind in some scenarios is Peyton Young. Even though PY may seem like a pain in the butt every day in practice, he means the best for the team. I have all people who know because I'm a part of about 80% of his trash talk. But I know that he does it because he loves me and he wants to challenge me as well as the rest of the team. Now I'd like to talk about my freshman year specifically. So to this day, this was by far one of the most fun years I've ever had being part of the football team. And I've learned some more lessons from this one year than probably any other year. I played with and against some great guys who gave me great experiences every single day. Even if it's just something as little as Zach McMahon sitting by the door every day saying something to every guy as they walk out the door. Logan Marsh taught me to work hard in the weight room, and their seniors as a whole taught me to support each and every one of my teammates as my family and push each other in the weight room. However, the senior from this group that I learned the most from was Caleb McCloskey. Every day I would guard Caleb on scout defense, and I would try it as hard as I could to give him a look. However, usually just ended up with me getting pushed on my butt, and he would just kind of casually jog back to the huddle for the next play. This process would repeat itself. I eventually was able to somewhat hold my own with him towards the end of the year, and he made me a lot better, and I hopefully made him a lot better. Caleb has continued to grow as a mentor, especially into this year, because he's not my coach. He's a special kind of coach because he's more of an older friend than a coach, but he still gets all of my respect as a coach, and everything that I hear him tell me, I always take that to heart. The next great part about this team is that I got to play football with one of my best friends I have again in the past few years. I haven't been able to play with Joe since junior high, when he not only threw an amazing touchdown pass to Noah to beat Sheridan in the last 3 seconds, but also threw his helmet nearly 20 yards after colliding with Fennel. After missing out the first 2 years, I love finally being able to see him playing football again. Along with this, there are even more new guys. Guys like Andrew and Cruz and Dietz have been welcomed into the family. They've already started making incredible plays, really being built into the team, which is amazing in my opinion. The fact that we were able to love these guys like they've always been here, always been on the team. Next, I want to reiterate something that Coach Crouch said. Something that most of the coaches have said at one point before, and that it's not about you. Nothing bothers me more than seeing guys on the team play selfish. Me being a star is being, like Bryn said, being a glue guy, not just playing for yourself. I don't know if you guys realize this, but there's a single player on this team that the entire offense or entire defense is built around. We're a team that gets the job done by every player doing their job. Whether it's one of the D-line guys getting their hands on their guy or the DB giving him the coverage. I want to talk next about responsibility and respect. As a football player, we're held to high standards in the school as well as the community. because of this, when you say something like, peace out, Girl Scout, to teachers in their first year of teaching, there's probably going to be some consequences. If you get caught making bad decisions, there will be consequences. Our team has a great reputation, so please work hard to continue that reputation. Being a star is being respectful and hardworking in the classroom and in the community. Now, tomorrow we're going to be playing one of the biggest games of our season and probably the biggest game of our regular season. I've always hated Tri-West, sometimes even more than Lebanon. I got to play in Logan soil against them my freshman year, and I was on the kickoff team. Hearing about these guys every year always gets me excited because it's always an intense game. Like the coaches keep saying, we're always within a touchdown with these guys. This year, if we continue to play hard and do our jobs, I think we can do it much better than just one-score game. It's going to be hard, but I know you guys. I know that you're capable of being great tomorrow night.